My name is Tierra and I am working at the Missouri City location. Originally, I wanted to be a social worker, so I was working with the homeless population in social services, and I just saw how we weren't really helping them. We were just providing housing, but there was no strategic plan as to how we were going to help them move into their own living quarters. I became a BCBA just because I just saw how effective it was with decreasing challenging behaviors. I started off in the school setting, and I had a client who had extreme aggressive behaviors towards others, such as her teachers, peers. She couldn't go a full day without being sent home, so then they brought in a behavior technician, which was me, as well as a BCBA. And with the help of the BCBA, there was a plan put in place to help with decreasing the behaviors. The teacher and the aides were also taught how to use these behavior strategies. And as a team, we all worked on decreasing those behaviors, and she was able to go through a full day without being sent home. She was able to engage with her peers, communicate more effectively to get her needs met. So I just saw how effective ABA was, and that just made me want to stay in the field so I can continue to help other children. And then once I got my BCBA, I moved to Texas, Houston, Texas, and I started working for a clinic for about a year. But there were just some things that I just wasn't able to do in that clinic. We all should be able to work with a variety of clients. And I just noticed that SOS, and through research, SOS will take on older. And I also like that we offer in-home services as well, so that way we can do more hands-on training with parents and teaching them the skills that they need to teach their children skills after ABA services are faded out. SOS is really good about providing BCBAs with adequate support to make sure that they are able to do their best with their client. And I would say those things are making sure that they have a well-trained intern as well as a trainer on their team to support them if any of the technicians need any help. SOS make sure that they do train their interns to write programs and do assessments, analyze data. BCBAs have pretty good support from the interns as well as trainers. My favorite part is honestly the graphs, so evaluating the data, and also just being able to see a client come in and them having behaviors that's kind of high and off the charts, and then us implementing our behavior analytic strategies that are fit for that patient and that patient's function of behavior, and just seeing how much progress they make over time, and then also seeing hey, I chose this strategy, it didn't work, let me add in a phase change line and then modify the behavior plan, and then just seeing how effective your strategies can be with decreasing the client's behaviors. I also think I'm a great fit for SOS because I like how they offer the franchise opportunity. I feel like a lot of companies hire BCBAs and they just want the BCBA to just only work for the center, and they don't really provide a lot of opportunities for advancement. At SOS, you have the opportunity to become a clinical director. You have the opportunity to become a regional clinical director if the owner decides to open up multiple locations, or you can open up your own franchise. I would say each time I meet a parent, I always start off with trying to figure out what their concerns are, and then I try to develop a plan that's going to help with alleviating some of those concerns. So in the beginning, within the first month of services, I make sure to greet the parents at their car during pickup and drop off, just so the parents can see the BCBA and know that their BCBA is there to support their client, and that we're not only there just during parent trainings, we are there to support them on a daily, or whenever they have any concerns. They can always call or email and just ask any questions. I make sure to check in with families throughout the day, send videos and pictures, just to kind of let them know hey, your son is fine, he's playing, he just finished lunch, and just email me or call me if you have any questions. Here's a cute little photo that you can see when he was eating lunch or playing on the swing, just to let them know that we do care, we do hear them. I just know that I'm here for the families, and I'm here to make sure that my client becomes as independent as possible, that we are able to build on that functional communication, build compliance and decrease those behaviors. I don't let the small challenges affect the way that I progress through the day, because I know that at the end of the day, if I continue to be consistent and I continue to have passion and to care about the families and the clients, that the day will get better, and I will eventually see progress. I always remember why I came into this field, and I just always just think about how much progress my client can make. I want families to know that we are available, not only during parent trainings, but whenever they have any questions, or if a new behavior pops up, or a new question, I want them to know that I'm there to hear them.